Hi everyone, so this is going to be a part 2 of Maui, Hawaii fires. If you are, it's not necessarily about Hawaii, it's about what's behind the scenes. So if you're interested in these sort of things, it doesn't necessarily mean what's in the title is actually what it's solely about. So check out the first part if you've not seen it, which is part 1. It'll be in the intuitive playlist, and then check out this part. Now I'm going to enter a clip in for you. I've made the voices slightly faster, so I've sped up the speed a little bit, but you'll get an idea of it. And I'll see you once you finish that clip.
Some relief for the people of Maui from 2 of Hollywood's biggest stars.
So we've been meeting with community leaders, our kapuna, for the past couple of weeks, and just trying to figure out what we could do.
Oprah and The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, coming together to aid the station of the fires.
Oprah lives here, Maui.
Launching a fund with an initial donation of $10 million, but also asking for more help.
In this time of need, you want to take care of the greatest need of the people, and that's giving them money.
The two reflecting on the devastation of the fires.
Oprah lives here, Maui. I was
the use of their siren system.
We see tremendous value in
guard residents say they had no warning of the fast-moving fire, with officials promising to overhaul the use of their siren system.
We see tremendous value in incorporating more tools into our arsenal.
This latest briefing, contentious.
Let me finish, brother.
The mayor questioned about who was calling the shots at the emergency management center as Lahaina was burning.
I'm not sure who was in charge. I think Herman Andaya was still in charge. He just wasn't present. He was in contact with his team, I guess by phone.
The questions mounting as more relief comes in. President Biden now pledging $95 million to rebuild infrastructure and to harden Hawaii's electric grid.
We're doing everything we can to move heaven and earth to help you recover, rebuild, and return to your lives.
And the president says that money is going to be going to everything from strengthening aged power poles to smart meters, which would be...
Okay, so I think in our last reading, you will remember how I mentioned, or if you just checked out part 1, you'll be able to recall easily because it'll be fresh on your mind. How at the end I said the page will really need to step up, and then came the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups in terms of what they're offering. That's just doolally, it's not going to be enough. And the Knight of Cups, they need to step it up to the Knight of Cups. Didn't that video just say it? And also a part of it that I latched onto was the mayor, like either extremely embarrassed or is in it and knows about it. If the government, this is for entertainment purposes only, use your discernment, and it's not facts, it's allegedly my opinion and based on the divination tools that I used. X person was on duty, but he wasn't on site. He must have been reachable via his phone. If you didn't catch that bit, that's just like a bit weird. I felt like that would be like some third world country kind of thing. Like, because let's say someone was flimsy and wasn't on site, usually you would say, X, there was a person on site title, and we're investigating why there's been, even you can, why this has occurred, but you can even say why there's been if there's been any sort of carelessness or any issue there. That's what you would normally say, but it was flat out saying the person and flat out saying he wasn't there. I found that really, really weird, and accepting that, like if that's someone on your team underneath you, would you accept that? Like I would be fuming. I also feel their energy was kind of very overwhelmed. Like they would, like I mentioned in part 1, they'll be seeing the fire, but it's kind of like, have they had fires before? Like, oh, it's going to stop in time. But then there was absolute overwhelm when everything was getting out of hand. And it seems like it started with, I feel like some cover up was to be burnt or hidden in the trees area, and that got out of hand. there is some sort of cover up, and I think if they attempt to do something again, it's going to be clear as day, and people will be like, you actually did it because of the first time. Now, what's interesting is this clip as well. If you check the full clip on Oprah and The Rock, this part of it, which I didn't include because I found it today when I was getting ready to do this, I found was really strange. Like, it's something known. I hope you can hear this. So let's.
Maui, that we were texting back and forth, and I read this article that Dolly Parton had given money in her community, and I said, I think this is the answer. You said, I think that's the answer.
I said, I love it.
And so we have created the People's Fund of Maui that will put money directly in the hands of the people who need it right now. So if you send a donation, just click where you see below and send a donation.
Can anyone tell me what part of that really got me? Let me know if it's the same part of what got you. In that clip that I just entered, and this part about the mayor, and also in this part, we were texting back and forth, and then we heard Dolly Parton had given. By the way, I cannot find Dolly Parton in the news anywhere. When I click Maui Fires and I click like Oprah and The Rock or who's given charity, it's Oprah and The Rock. I don't see Dolly Parton's name anywhere, but apparently she's obviously one of the first to give, if not the first. And she's not spoken about it. No one said anything. And they're like, we heard she'd given money, and we thought, yes, this is the answer. Well, what the hell do you think? Either build the homes again, reconstruct the land, or yes, they need money. I would presume that a lot of them are displaced and going to have to move to other parts of maybe the US. And there's something else. I keep hearing something about missing children, and I don't understand that. I'm going to have to look into it. I don't know if Spirit, because I've not tuned in. But if there's missing children, do they mean there's missing bodies of children to be identified? Like a whole array? Why more children? Unless the population has more children than adults. That sounds so weird as well. I think there's some higher ups involved. But exactly what I said, the page is not going to be working. They're going to have to step it up to the Knight of Cups. And look what happened. So I thought I'd just share that with you, and look at that, attaching to money, attaching to possibly the land. All right. Can I know a bit about the children? The children, please, Spirit. Ooh. So we've got the Eight of Cups, needing to walk away, needing to leave the land, leave whatever's here. But what's interesting here in this Eight of Cups is the cups are behind them, and it's kind of like, I'll leave everything that's here. I'll just leave it. In the other deck, one of the other decks is like there's nothing behind. It's just coming out of the shore onto the sand. So I don't know if this is what's hidden of the people that's done it. The Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords. We're asking about the children. And the Two of Pentacles. Juggling decisions. Juggling, should I take an action? Should I do something? I feel this is also about someone coming forward, knowing what is the situation. Anxiety, sleepless nights. There's a massive betray here. There's a massive betray. That's really, really painful. A lot of mental anguish. A lot of trying to juggle to take what decision should I take? Maybe around speaking up. Should I just continue to turn my back and walk away? And these are the children, maybe. So I think someone knows, but I need to look into that a bit more before I do a further in-depth reading, because I don't know what it is about the children, but that does not sound right either. But I thought I would just share after my video the of like what a couple of days later I was just checking and I found, you know, the pages, turning it up to the nights, and let's say it was all in good, so why was Dolly Parton not mentioned in the news? I don't know, those two things just don't sit well. So I thought I'd share that with you all. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please do like and subscribe. Let me know the content that you're enjoying. Check out your readings for your tarot signs. They're channeled as well as intuitive. And I'll see you in our next one. Hopefully you've checked out the world predictions, September predictions, some prophecy. If you have, great. Let me know if you enjoyed that. We can do that regularly as well. I actually missed writing how the new moon will affect each of your signs. So if you're interested in knowing that, I can do a little short on that as well. Take care. And if you want a part 3 on this for us to do a read or something, or you have more information, we can do that as well. Take care and bye for now.